The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, is my wife's dream crush, Jim Harbaugh, going to be the new coach of your Chicago Bears? Doesn't look like it. Now, Jim Harbaugh hasn't made any decision yet, and the Bears for the last couple weeks, and it continued yesterday with a lot of talk throughout Twitter and the internet and some of their conversations from press conferences, that it appears he's going to get one more year, another shot with this Bears organization.
That Eberflus is going to get one more year?
That Eberflus will get one more year. Now, Jim Harbaugh hasn't come out publicly and said, I'm going to the NFL. Now, he's obviously probably having some private conversations. And, I mean...
much like your wife is with him.
Clearly. But Michigan, they paid Harbaugh. He's already making over $10 million a year from Michigan, but he's done that for a long time. He's made a massive amount of money. I don't know if they double that. That makes him stay at Michigan because he wants to go to the pros and win a Super Bowl. With the 49ers, he won 3 NFC championship games in a row, got to a Super Bowl against his brother in the Ravens and lost that Super Bowl. Probably the last thing on his checklist he wants to do, get back to the NFL. He played for the Bears, played for Ditka, big ties to Chicago. I could see it happening. I want it to happen. Then I want Eberflus to be the defensive coordinator. And then I want Harbaugh to bring his boy Sharon Moore in to be the offensive coordinator. Fire Getsy because he sucks. He is terrible.
Knowing that he wants to sleep with your wife, do you still want him to move here?
Absolutely.
Yeah, is that okay with you?
It's a sacrifice you make for the team.
Anything to raise a banner. You know what I mean?
His banner's going to be raised.
Yeah, got to get him here and do that. Here was Jim Harbaugh with his players after the victory on Monday night. And, there's a lot of videos of coaches singing with their players and usually some current popular song.
Like an old white guy rapping Meek Mill. That's always kind of the joke there.
Yeah, it's a big common joke. But here's Jim Harbaugh singing something from the 1920s to his players.
For us. 1, 2. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow.
Finish it, Kenzie.
We can't deny. Bop, bop.
Is that cute, Kenzie, when he did that with his players instead of just doing some popular hip-hop song or whatever?
Why would that be not cute?
It
has to be hip-hop to be cute?
No. I'm saying that him doing that, like we talked about, he's a big fan of milk and always talks about drinking gallons of milk to be strong and grow up and be an NFL football player.
The correlation.
Do you think he has
he's
too
corny.
much? Yeah. Do you think he has too much dad energy to be a successful NFL coach?
No, a lot of them look very daddy. Not in a good, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
I know what you're saying.
Kind of like how Megan thinks of him as daddy, apparently.
Yeah, he's a big daddy. I mean, look at Ditka. He wore a sweater vest.
Yeah. He looked mean in that thing, though. He looked great. It looked kind of mean.
Sweater. It was usually loafer energy.
Yeah.
A nice little the crease in the pants.
Yeah.
A sweater.
Mm-hmm.
They were up to business. Like, that they'd yell at you if they were going to help you with math, and then they're good at football. That's what I need to see in a football coach.
And that's what we're going to get. But probably not. I mean, we'll see. I think it's all... Until it happens, right? Until Harbaugh makes the deal. Or he could go to some other NFL team. Mike Vrabel got fired from the Titans yesterday. That was a big shocker.
Yeah, that's so not a Bears thing to do because Vrabel's not like a super sexy name. He's a very practical guy.
I see him on the Patriots where he played.
Yeah.
He probably ends up there as a coach.
I would love for him to be the Bears coach. I love him.
I think he's great, too.
Not to break down a lot of Tennessee Titans game film right now, but I think he's a brilliant coach.
We don't need to do that.
I don't know, Kinsey, what do you think about the Titans offense? You want some of that for the Bears?
I don't know. We're not doing good. So whatever's doing good, we'll take that.
Honestly, that's pretty good analysis.
There you go.
We're not doing good.
We're not doing good.
Back
offensively. Last night the Blackhawks lost to the Oilers, and the Rockets are at the Madhouse tonight against the Bulls before Friday's Ring of Honor game against the Warriors. We're working hard to find out for sure, 100%, that Michael Jordan will be there at the United Center and Scottie Pippen. And see what happens when they all show up there face to face. In case you don't know
how many people are getting honored in the Ring of, what is it?
The Ring of Honor, and it's a lot. Because it's the 96, 97 team, I think, plus players that have played over the years, too. Because, to your point, you mentioned this, I think, last week, it's not 1 or 2 players because they don't have one. This is the first time they're doing a Ring of Honor, so they want to load it up with a lot of people.
Stupid. There's only so many people you can honor. Wasn't that like the last time we were good?
It was.
So what are you going to do after this?
I mean, except for the Derrick Rose era, but yeah.
So they're honoring the entire 1995-1996 team,
95,
which is the
96
best regular season team of all time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then a number of other people: Dick Klein, Tex Winter, Tony Kukoc, Rodman, who wasn't on that
What are you
team.
going to do?
Next year?
Yeah.
I guess Kirk
Kobe?
Heinrich,
Oh, my
Kobe
God.
White.
Yeah.
Ben Gordon, Lal Dang.
My man Joakim Noah.
Oh,
bring him
my
out
God,
there.
yeah.
I just feel like we're blowing our wad on the Ring of Fire. Like, what are we-
No, we're blowing our wad on the Ring of Fire, Brian.
this doesn't make any sense. Like, I feel like you could have just the Jordan ring night.
Jordan should have one. He should just be him.
Well, yeah, and then you do you could do a Rodman, and then you could do it like
Yep.
what are we doing?
I don't know.
Who else is gonna come after this?
I don't know.
Is it a one-time event?
Well, you got-
ever?
No, it's going to be a year. I'm sure it's going to be a
Who
yearly
else
thing.
is gonna be in it?
Horace Grant, baby.
Oh, Horace Grant. Stacey King?
Yeah.
He's got to get it. He might be this year, actually. He might be already
Well,
in on
he'll
this.
be there, so they might as well bring him on stage.
Hot sauce.
What's going on?
We're going to have to find some players. We better get good.
That's what I mean. Like, what do you?
Next year they'll put their draft pick in the Ring of Honor. He hasn't played yet. God. Yeah, you should have consulted him on it.
I just think it's not a good idea. I think that. Because imagine being like, Jordan's coming tonight and we're honoring him. People will come out for that.
Yeah.
Scotty's coming, we're honoring him. Rodman's coming. I just feel like you could have gotten a lot more bang for your buck from a promotion standpoint as well.
Let's see. We're the Bulls, and we've been bad mostly for the last 25 years. Let's stretch this out for 100 of doing games for the Ring of Honor, not the Ring of Fire.
Are they doing a game?
No, they're just going to come out at halftime and do a presentation.
You know what they should do?
You
know
made
how
it
the
sound so crappy. Come on, do a presentation.
PowerPoint?
Yeah,
What do you
that
want?
sounds fun.
You want jugglers or
Little
dogs?
Venn diagram. 95 to 96.
The Yankees have their old timers game every year where old Yankees players play baseball.
Yeah.
They
That
should do
would
a
be fun.
They should do a Bulls old timer game just so Jordan can be like annoying again.
Oh, it'd be great to watch him just push Scotty's face to the ground.
exactly.
What if he walked up and punched Steve Kerr in the face again? Just walked up and just leveled him. Oh, this is a good idea. Why
You
don't
know, the irony is just to make like the Bulls more interesting this year, they just have to bring back previous players from when the last time that people cared.
I think that's why they're doing about 137 people in this Ring of Honor this year.
But again, from a promotional standpoint,
Should have stretched it out.
yeah.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Silver Sun Pickups, who will have tickets for tomorrow morning, 7:10, and Clash with Kenzie here on Q101 for that sold-out show at the Vic. Pretty exciting time here in Chicago, down in Joliet Way.
I thought you meant at the show. I'm like, why? What are we doing?
Well, we're going to go there. We're going to get in that right by the barricade, me and you, once the baby's born.
Well, thanks for letting me give birth first.
Yeah, well, you'll have had
It's a
the
few
baby
weeks
for a month.
It's
You're
a few,
good.
Not even. It's February 24th, and your due date's what, 5th, I think.
Yeah.
So a couple weeks after the birth, you can get there in
Oh,
the
I'm
barricade.
actually busy on the 24th. I actually literally have plans.
I think it's the 27th.
Okay, a couple
No,
more
free
days.
rap. I am busy the 24th. I don't know about the 27th. Let me look.
You got plenty of time.
I'm slammed.
What's going on besides that? Of course, the Illinois Rock and Roll Hall of Fame voting and the nominees for the 4th annual one this year, October 20th, have been out. So, to your point, Kenzie, about how the Bulls put like everybody in the Ring of Honor to start off.
Yeah.
The Illinois Rock and Roll Hall of Fame did it right because they don't have that many people in it yet. It's the 4th one already. They have the band Chicago, Cheap Trick, Ides of March, Buddy Guy, Muddy Waters, great blues legend guitar players, REO Speedwagon.
Oops, still too many.
No,
4
no.
years, 4 people should be in it.
So they probably did like 3 a year, let's say. Styx is in there, Chuck Berry, Sam
But
Cooke.
you're gonna run out soon, like the Illinois
There's a lot.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
There's a lot of people to stack up here. More do you
Okay,
think?
I have a question
Yes.
for you guys because rock and roll can be defined in a lot of ways.
Correct.
And from a production standpoint, would you be opposed to Kanye West being on the ballot?
I can't be because they put NWA in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in
That's what
Cleveland.
I'm saying.
So Kanye, of course, because he influenced rock artists and he also has been like on this radio station. So I would say yes.
He opened for U2 for
Yeah.
a while.
Yeah, I would not be opposed.
What song did Q play
It's
of Kanye's?
Stronger, Faster. What's that song?
Stronger.
No, just sing it again.
Stronger, faster. Because it's through a vocoder.
I didn't know he put out a country album.
That was Kanye and Daft Punk, right?
It was a Daft Punk sample, yeah.
Daft Punk sample, and yeah.
It's just called Stronger.
Yeah, no.
I was like, what is that song called? Stronger. You said it 4 times.
Because the beginning of it was like faster, stronger.
Yeah, you said the word. It's called Stronger.
Yeah.
What do you think they say before he gets to Stronger?
I can't remember.
Did they play Through the Wire? Did we play Through the Wire?
We did not play Through the Wire.
Yeah. But should Kanye be in it? Yes, because they're putting,
Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to that because a lot of people, it's great things people like to argue about. They're not rock and roll. They shouldn't be in there. But Kanye's had a big influence.
But like you said, like when you look at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fames everywhere, like they induct artists that aren't traditionally just of the genre because of influence and stuff. That's why I was curious.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm all in. So this year.
Also, they may have to if they keep up with this 3 at a time. Nonsense.
Well, there's a lot of at least nominations so far.
Who's
and
nominated?
Billy, Smashing Pumpkins.
Yay!
Perfecto. But also, so Eddie Vedder is nominated, looks like, because not Pearl Jam, but Eddie Vedder. Now, he's the only one from Chicago of Pearl Jam.
Is that a rule? Like the whole band can't make it if they're not, it has to be the person?
Yeah, that would make sense for the Illinois one specifically.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then
He's from Evanston, and it's weird because you just think so Seattle when you think Eddie Vedder, but of course we know he's from here. Obviously,
really? I think I heavily associate him with here because he's always doing Cubs stuff and everything.
yeah. When you see Wrigley and play that,
Yeah.
but in the beginning of Pearl Jam, I don't think people associated as much with Chicago. If we could go back to the early '90s and the grunge explosion, we're a Seattle band. But he was out there and got on that band and, took it over.
If we're just counting Eddie Vedder and not Pearl Jam as an entity, it makes me think we have to judge him off of his ukulele albums.
Oh, no.
And with all due respect, not Hall of Fame worthy.
Because
That's mean.
Everybody in the band had to actually show their birth certificate of Chicago.
Want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
Like the steakhouse Eddie V's?
Yes.
I completely thought those were all his. I thought he had like Michael Jordan as a steakhouse. I thought those were Eddie Vedder steakhouses forever. Completely different.
He was trying to take a chunk out of the Rock and Roll Cafe, or what's it? Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah.
Okay, like Harry Carey has a place, Michael Jordan has a place. I thought Eddie
Vedder.
Why not Eddie Vedder have a nice steakhouse?
I'd go to an Eddie Vedder steakhouse.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, that one's just closed in the city. I don't know if there's one out in the Schaumburg probably too. I don't know.
There's definitely more than one.
Yeah.
I thought he was doing pretty good.
No?
Look at this guy go. Certainly should be the food
so
hall of
good.
fame.
So these nominations, so it's going to be Eddie Vedder against Smashing Pumpkins, all of them. That's kind of cool. It's kind of interesting.
Very interesting.
So
So who else is up for nomination, though?
So you've got, let's see, Bo Diddley. These are legendary. Richard.
That's an all-time great name. Bo Diddley.
Bo Diddley. I mean, he kind of, even though it's blues, but invented rock and roll. Curtis Mayfield, another blues guitar player. Richard Marx. Remember Richard Marx? Mm-hmm. Herbie Hancock. I didn't even know he was from Chicago, Illinois area. I did not know that.
Who's the Hancock building named after?
Not Herbie Hancock.
Okay, I didn't know.
The
See,
Hancock.
it's very confusing, right? I think he's been Eddie V's in that place.
I might be wrong on that. Let's call the Hancock building to confirm.
I don't know if we need to
What
call
do you
him.
mean, call the Hancock building?
There's someone that picks
What
up the
does that
phone.
mean?
There's someone that's going to pick up the
How many
phone.
businesses are in
Trace, I'm going to play a song. You call the Hancock building and
What
set.
does that
Do you
mean?
know, like, how many...
Just call to see yourself.
You know what? I'm going to call. Here's what we'll do. I'll get him on the phone.
Just call the Wrigley Field.
Yeah, call the place.
Called the Wrigley
Like,
Field.
what?
Someone will pick up. There's somebody there.
Yeah, and that person's going to have all the history.
Damn straight.
It's some minimum wage, like 18-year-old working there.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna play a song. I'm gonna call him and see if the Hancock building is named after Herbie Hancock. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. What is unbelievable right now is in that 2-minute song from Green Day, we could not find a phone number to the Hancock building.
You. They're probably sick of people calling and asking.
We're still working on it, though. And we'll let you know after Bob Moses. Also, text in your takeaways at 312-591-8300 right now. Takeaways from today's show with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. What stood out today? The Herbie Hancock building or more? It's Brian and Kenzie
Eddie
on
V's, baby.
Eddie Vedder's restaurant. It's Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Well, before we get to takeaways here with Brian and Kenzie on Q101, breaking news, sports news in Chicago that the offensive coordinator of the Chicago Bears, Luke Getsy, has been fired.
That's me. I'm not going to cheer for someone getting fired.
Listen, he got paid a lot of money to make good decisions. He made none at all. No good decisions.
Your decisions usually suck, and you have a job.
I don't make millions.
That's true. Well played.
My curve is bigger with the salary. Also, it looks, and there's also reports that Matt Eberflus is going to be the head coach of the Chicago Bears next year. Now, again, I think that's so weird because we don't know really what Jim Harbaugh is going to be doing. And maybe they've had the conversation and he wants too much money. I don't know. But I want Jim Harbaugh here and Matt Eberflus to be the defensive coordinator. He's super good at that. I don't know. That's what I'd still want. So partly, first off, everybody's got to rejoice over Getsy not being the offensive coordinator next year. Probably also means that Justin Fields will be the quarterback in my eyes because they're going to bring in an offensive coordinator that can do things with him. Because Getsy could not. He could not figure him out. Anyway.
We'll see.
We'll see. There we go. Takeaways from today's show with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Case, what do you got?
Mitchell checked in. He said, takeaway, Kenzie and her friend made a whole set of rephrased songs and thought they were lyrical geniuses.
Mm-hmm.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, here I come. You know what I'm saying?
Or at least the Illinois one.
Check me on that nomination list, baby.
Kenzie?
Joe texted in and said Brian almost fell to his gruesome death because he didn't realize he could kick the window.
Didn't. Yeah, I know.
That didn't occur to you. You get a whole
Pretty
other...
amazing. I just figured that out.
You should have done that, like, you know, when you're a kid and you're like, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes. Like, I feel like did you just stop halfway down your body?
You think I forgot I had legs?
Yeah. Like, damn it, I wish you wouldn't pass my hands.
Finally, Carl the paramedic checks in. Takeaway. From now on, I'm calling it the Herbie Hancock Building.
Period.
And I'll tell all tourists to visit the Herbie Hancock Building. Ha, ha, ha.
That's right. That's our
correct.
legacy.
Call it that from now on. Miss a moment, miss a lot. Go to the podcast, Q101.com, and anywhere you get your podcasts.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.